Hey guys, do you ever feel guilty for saying no? Do you constantly worry about disappointing people? Do you find yourself overthinking simple conversations? Do you keep attracting relationships where you are giving more than you are receiving? If yes, then here is a question most people never ask. What if these patterns aren't actually yours? And what if your anxiety, your people pleasing, your inability to rest, your fear of conflict didn't even start with you? What if they were all inherited? Because for many South Asians living around the world today, we are carrying survival patterns that helped previous generations survive, but are quietly stopping us from thriving. And once you see these patterns, you cannot unsee them. So guys, in this video, I'm going to show you why so many high achieving South Asians struggle with burnout, toxic relationships, anxiety, emotional exhaustion, and people pleasing, and why none of it is happening by accident. Now see, growing up, many of us heard messages that sounded completely normal. Messages like be respectful, don't upset people, work harder, adjust, keep the peace, think about the family, don't be selfish, control your emotions, don't talk back. And because everybody around us believed these things, we never ever questioned them. We assumed this is just who I am. But here is what's really fascinating. Most of these behaviors weren't personality traits. They were survival strategies. Imagine growing up in a world where financial security wasn't guaranteed, where social reputation could determine opportunities, where communities were small and everyone knew everyone, where standing out could create risk, where emotional struggles weren't openly discussed. In those environments, fitting in mattered. Keeping the peace mattered. Sacrificing yourself often mattered. These patterns helped families survive. And survival wisdom gets passed down, not through lectures, but through observation, through family dynamics, through culture, through repetition. And until eventually you start living by rules nobody ever consciously taught you. And this is where it gets really, really interesting. Because many people spend years trying to fix anxiety without realizing anxiety is often the symptom. The deeper issue is the survival programming underneath. So let's look at how these inherited patterns show up in modern life. So you were taught, don't upset people. So now you struggle to set boundaries. You were taught, keep everyone happy. So now you feel responsible for everybody else's emotions. You were taught, work harder. So now resting feels uncomfortable. You were taught, sacrifice yourself. So now you feel guilty whenever you prioritize your own needs. You were taught, adjust. So now you stay too long in unhealthy relationships. You were taught, stay strong. So now asking for help feels like weakness. Do you notice something? What once protected you may now be exhausting you. And here is the cruel part. The more responsible you are, the more these patterns get rewarded. People praise you for being available. People praise you for being selfless. And people praise you for being dependable. Meanwhile, you are silently carrying stress, resentment, anxiety, and emotional exhaustion. From the outside, you look successful. Inside, you feel trapped, don't you? And I know you agree with every word that I said till now. But the biggest inherited pattern isn't about people pleasing. It's something deeper. And once you understand this one pattern, you will start seeing it everywhere. So, the deepest survival pattern many South Asians inherit is this. Safety becomes more important than authenticity. So guys, think about that. Every decision gets filtered through, will people approve? Will somebody get upset? Will I disappoint someone? Will I look selfish? Will I be judged? And slowly, you stop asking a more important question. What do I actually want? See, many adults know exactly what other people need, but they struggle to identify their own needs. Many adults know how to care for everyone else, but don't know how to care for themselves. Many adults know how to perform, but they don't know how to feel. And that's why so many people today feel disconnected from themselves. Not because they are broken, because they have spent years surviving. I remember a time in my own healing journey when I realized something really uncomfortable. I wasn't making decisions based on what felt right for me. I was making decisions based on what could create the least amount of discomfort for everyone else. And those two things are very different. I thought I was being kind. I was being responsible. I was being mature. But underneath, it was nothing but fear. Fear of disappointing people, fear of conflict, fear of judgment. And when I started healing those deeper patterns, I discovered something really powerful. I discovered that setting boundaries didn't make me selfish. Resting didn't make me lazy. Expressing emotions didn't make me weak. Asking for help didn't make me incapable. It made me human. And this is why I believe our generation has a unique responsibility. Not to blame our parents, not to reject our culture, or not to criticize previous generations, because they did what they needed to do with the resources they had. Those survival patterns helped them get here. But our responsibility is different. Their job was survival, but our job is healing. We are pattern breakers. Their job was getting through. Our job is growing beyond. Their job was protection. Our is transformation. We are the generation that learns boundaries. We are the generation that learns emotional regulation. We are the generation that learns nervous system healing. We are the generation that learns self-worth. And guys, most importantly, we are the generation that ends survival mode together. So here is the question I want you to reflect on after this video. Which survival pattern are you still carrying today? Is it people pleasing? Is it overworking? Is it perfectionism? Is it fear of conflict? Difficulty asking for help? Emotional suppression? Whatever it is, write it in the comments, because awareness is where healing begins. And if you are ready to understand the subconscious patterns, inner child wounds, and nervous system responses that may be driving these behaviors, then make sure you subscribe. Because on this channel, we don't just talk about healing. We learn about creating lasting change from the inside out. And remember, you are not here to simply survive the life you inherited. You are here to create the life you choose. So thank you so much for listening to me again. And I'm going to come to you with another episode of a very remarkable topic. So stay tuned, and I'm going to see you very soon. Take care for now.